collegiately here in the Keystone State. And they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game. So what do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Going for the deep ball. Trying to get it to Beckham, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Sidney Jones. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. Maybe he telegraphed it a little bit right there. You've got a cornerback knowing that he's going against a rookie quarterback. He stepped in and picked it.
You think he had a great week of preparation, looking forward to this opportunity? And the second part of that is, when you're a young quarterback, you are going to stare down targets, but oftentimes your playbook hasn't expanded to give you full field reads as well. Makes it a little bit tougher for him.
Now the Georgia Southern man, this is Jarek McKinnon. He'll be tackled shy of the 35. Pretty shifty footwork, but didn't buy him much. Alec Ogletree in on the stop.
Black, come on. Great. 46 down, man, 5-4. Black.
Wentz to throw on second down. Eluding the pressure right. And the reception made by Alshon Jeffrey. An Eagle first down. Wentz hooking up with Jeffrey.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
On the toss, it's McKinnon. And now a fumble. The ball's out. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, and that could have been trouble.
All I can say about this play is that someone's living right. I mean, he's trying to gain yardage, trying to get upfield. Ball comes free. What's that panic that we've talked about oftentimes that you feel when you lose the ball?
You can sense it.
Oh, you can sense it. And somehow he got to it and was able to recover it for his squad.
Black, come on. 81. 74.
Throwing on first is Wentz. Ertz has it left side. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. The completion good for 3, and it's second down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
Black. Here we go. 82. Big 5 steps.
On second down, here's Wentz. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. Trying to defend the out route there, got the PI call.
And you know what's difficult about that one is sometimes you want to make the undercut move and go for the football, and other times just want to hang on the upfield shoulder and make the tackle. I think he got caught in between and created a foul.
The Eagles into the red zone for the first time. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 15. They run it with McKinnon. And power running here down to the 6-yard line. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
McKinnon. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. Just a gain of a yard, but it's going to set him up with a 1st and goal. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation. We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game. It's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
Nice job defensively to hold him to 4, and now it's 2nd and goal.
Nothing fancy on 1st down, but a very consistent type of a play. hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed. As you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for second down, staying ahead of schedule. Officially no gain on the sneak. Kind of a wasted play there, and now it's third down. Well, they held him out on second down, and now here's third and goal.
82.
Now this time Wentz will throw, and that is incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? Zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
It's a sneak. It's Wentz. Trying to wedge his way in there. No signal. I don't think he got there. He didn't. Damon Harrison, the one on the stop. So the D-line got the push there against the O-line to stop that quarterback sneak.
A really high percentage call on offense. I think it's the right call. But as you noted, if they don't get the push, you can't get in there. There's no place for him to go. And that's why the whole play got stuffed.
Over the middle, Dorsett. And they'll get him down up past the 15. They were looking for a little spark and some breathing room. They got it right there, a gain of 14 and a first down.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
On second down, here's Barkley. And he's able to get up here to the 26. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
A first down carry for Barkley. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
I see the staff is up in the booth watching the game. They may want to file that one away. See how fast the free safety closed to make that play? Might want to check into a throw the next time.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Shepard. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and it's the Giants with a football here as we begin quarter number 2. They're facing a tough spot, 3rd and 8 here to start things out.
Man, I'm better than you at every game, man.
He'll drop to throw.
Ever beat me at 2K?
Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let it go deep. Right. And that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. So this is just an incompletion here. 4th down, so on is the punter, Riley Dixon. He punted 5 times in the win last week as this one's away. Calls for the fair catch, makes the fair catch just inside the 15-yard line. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Eagles will be backed up deep to get the drive started as they take over 1st and 10.
Great. What's this?
Wentz now on 1st down. He's going to air one out. And it cuts free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Great 15. Great 15.
Back to the air on 2nd down. Wentz. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. And they're able to bring him down at the 20. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets them 6.
74, 15. Two jet. Shorty. Great. What's your son?
Working from the gun, Wentz. He's going to float this one deep right. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 40. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line.
Sound like you.
Good starting field position for the New York Giants here as they come up 1st and 10. They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And some room to maneuver. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. That good for 22 and a 1st down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
They'll set up to throw. Open man right side is Ingram. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion.
Seeing that play and understanding just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice game right there on 1st down for them. Brings up a nice 2nd down for him.
He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
Oh, shit. I didn't even run this damn play.
Gone! All right, now, look at 56.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight. Unable to find anyone open.
Nah, I'm in the money guy.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to take this down to about the 17. Pretty good running there, 9 yards. Sets up a 3rd and 1.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And he'll have the 1st down, getting this one to the 14-yard line. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
We all love to have a home run hitter in the backfield. Guy can take him the distance. But a short yardage, trying to pick up 1st downs, that big guy, always a nice luxury to have, isn't he?
He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 4 yards on the pickup, and it'll make it 2nd down.
Well, it's tough to be a defender in today's NFL because there's so many things to account for in today's passing game, including the back sneaking out of the backfield. Not quite as bad as a turkey bowl where you have that center-eligible stuff, but still a lot of guys to account for.
Four yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get about 4 there as he takes it from the 10 down to the 6. Well, we know he's an electric runner. Earlier this half, you were wondering how they were going to bottle him up at different levels. That was your suggestion. Some mixed results.
Yeah, certainly, because we have seen him bottled up at times. We've seen him play him very well. We've also seen him pop the cork a few times and get out of there, haven't we?
We have indeed. On third down, Barkley. And he goes backwards on this one. Losing yardage to the 7. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. Aldrich Rosas now to try the Giants field goal. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. And Rosas puts this one through. And the Giants are off now to a 3-0 lead. So still no touchdowns in the first half, but we do have some action on the scoreboard with the field goal.
So maybe now the mentality changes in this game, because anytime you can get to the red zone, and if you don't come away with 6 points, you feel like it's a disappointment. In a game like this one, being able to kick field goals means you're right there, and then you're just looking for that big break to take you over the top.
And out now come the Eagles. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious, because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
In today's football, where receivers break tackles, make people miss, get upfield for the extra yardage, when you see a play like that where it's caught and he's dropped on the spot, that's a big-time play by the defense.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. Now Wentz. Caught right side is Jeffrey. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense, as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Now Wentz again.
Oh, my fucking God.
Eli Apple, good to the core there as he gets in and knocks it away.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Again, it's Wentz. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. And now the Giants will stop play as they take a timeout defensively, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. Here's Thomas. Now a hit and a loose football.
And that's what friends are for.
Right. As the returner, you know who you're buying dinner for later.
Oh, without a doubt, because he just took care of you and your team in a big way. You know, you turned it over there. That's a big momentum changer and put your defense in a bad spot.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. It's his target, the tight end, Will Tye. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Eagles.
That's the type of shit happen every time I say it.
Touchdown, Eagles. And give some kudos to the defensive coordinator, I think, here. They bring the blitz, they dial it up, and it turns into 6 points for them.
It's so nice to hear you actually give kudos to the defense. It is so nice. You're such an offensive guy like that. I love it. He dialed things up, and boy, a big play resulted for his guys.
Well, you like the credit to the defense there, right, my friend?
Yeah, do I ever?
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards, as he'll get this only back to the 20. The Giants offense now gets ready to head back onto the field. And the ball backed way up. So thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it. And we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He's got a man complete. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half.
Leopard! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Now a play fake here on first down. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number one. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a second down and 17. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Try to lay one up deep. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock. The Giants on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 17.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They're going to look to throw. Throwing the out route, incomplete. That's Thomas. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th. Online, but off the crossbar, no good. A long-range effort denied 3 points at the very end. So we've come to halftime here in Philly with the Eagles on top. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, this will be taken about the 12. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. Out come the Eagles now as they'll go on offense first here in the third quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
81.
Now Wentz throwing on second down. Flush to his right. He's got his man in the crossing route. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a first down with a nice throw.
Go.
On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. And this is Ertz with it, right side. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
Well, from an offensive perspective, that sure was pretty because the corner route is extremely difficult to defend from my perspective.
What we just saw there, is that sort of the evolution of the tight end position?
Yeah, I think it is because more and more tight ends are being treated like wide receivers. These are some agile players who can make a play in any spot on the field.
Throwing is Wentz. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. And a nice gain of 21 yards. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
Into the red zone, Wentz. Buying time to his left. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. So the youngster able to use the legs to pick up the first.
And one of my pet peeves when they see this guy play, when Carson Wentz takes off running the football, I always hear people go, oh, he's sneaky athletic. No, he's athletic. Watch him do it.
And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Jerick McKinnon, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Eagles add 6 to their lead. Oh, it's a fake. They'll try and throw for it. It's caught inside the 10. And he'll get into the end zone as the 2-point conversion is successful. Elliott now to kick this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Here's the Giants offense now getting set to start the 3rd quarter. They trail offense first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Nigel Bradham. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9. The Giants on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 11. The play action fake. He'll look to throw. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Mills. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line.
Okay, it's real simple to say from here, but we know that sometimes as a quarterback, you've got to know when to say when and just throw it away. Flushed out to the right, tries to make something out of nothing here, and he winds up floating one downfield that gets intercepted.
They go play action here on first down. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Neal. And he takes this one all the way across midfield into enemy territory down to the 40-yard line. Wentz now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10.
Here we go. Back. 82. Great 57. Ron.
Wentz going to throw. Incomplete. He was trying to get it to Zach Ertz that time. And that'll bring up 2nd down. A little too much oomph, too much mustard there on that pass.
They really turned it loose, didn't they? Really cut loose with that one. Sharp, strong. Didn't lead to a completion, though. Made it very difficult.
Hey, Ram. Hey, stack. Lion.
Wentz will try again on 2nd down. Ertz has it left side. Takes this to the 32, maybe the 31, and then the defense rallying quickly after that broken tackle. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. The Eagles on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. Here it's 3rd and 2.
Sunday. Ron. Gold. 357. Black.
Again, they'll throw with Wentz. Escaping the pressure right. That is caught at the 7. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Hang in there now. 82. Black, come on. Liz 5-3. Hey, Ram.
Wentz to throw again. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Landon Collins. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
As much football as we watch, we've seen this work many times. In the red zone, first down, take a shot at the end zone, and points result. In this case, though, give credit to the defense. They outguessed them, were prepared, and intercepted the pass.
And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Caught left side, it's Beckham. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And it'll be 2nd and 12. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man on man. And you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Watch it now, Barney. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They'll look to throw. And incomplete. The contact made the ball run free and brings up fourth down.
We're into the second half now. This is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball. And they're going to fake it from deep in their own territory. And he's going to let it go deep. And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by Sidney Jones. And his guys are going to have the football back as the third quarter comes to an end. Now McKenna. And some room to roam now. That burst good for 20 and a first down.
Brandon, sometimes it just comes down to the power of suggestion because I know exactly what they said all week long. We're coming off the open week. We'll have the fresher legs in the fourth quarter, and they will wilt when we get to that point. And right now, it appears that they're thinking that exact thing.
Yeah, offensively, they had the bye last week. Defensively, did not. Is that really a big factor? Is that more talk during the week?
I think the more that you talk about it, the more that you emphasize it, the more sometimes it comes true for your team.
Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. Shotgun now for Wentz. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
81.
Wentz now on 3rd and goal. Eluding the pressure right. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. Dalvin Tomlinson able to get him down for a loss of 11 on the play. And it'll be 4th down. And the kick by Elliott is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but it's still ate up time, got points, so while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
And New York set to take the field. Now they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here, and sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Tackle made that time by Brandon Graham.
All right, now, look at 56. Lucky 56. Gone, gone. Gone, gone.
Now this time he'll look to throw. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. He was looking for Odell Beckham that time, and it's third down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield.
Gone, gone. Gone, gone. Detroit. Detroit.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. And he comes back with one complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. And 12 yards that time and picking up the first. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by Ronald Darby. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
And a nice gain there as he'll be taken down just shy of the 20. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Here again is McKinnon. They find some open field here. And all the way down to the 24-yard line. It's a big play there from a big play guy, Jerick McKinnon. 57 yards on the ground. So the drive takes him into Giants territory now. 1st and 10 at the 24. Now a first carry for Daniel Pumphrey. And down inside the 15 he goes. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there, and on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing, in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously, but at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
Now they'll throw it. Wins. And he's got it. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. His 5th catch tonight, and it's good for a first down. This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it. And they got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for 2nd down if they want to take another shot.
And that is caught. It's Aguilar for the Eagle touchdown. Nelson Aguilar, his first touchdown on the year. And the Eagles add on to their lead. Elliott good with a PAT. And the lead opens up now to 22 points. Elliott now to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. New York set to take the field. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. Had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, This too shall pass. This too shall pass. And finally, we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. They'll run it again with Barkley. And now running right through it. Time for a break. This one, all over but the shouting. We'll finish it after this. The Giants on third down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Here's a give to Barkley. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down.
Well, they picked up a portion of it, but not all that they needed. Now that leads to a decision on 4th and 1. Let's see what they decide to do.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. He finds Beckham complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. A handoff to Barkley. Brought down, but after we saw a flashy little move, stopped short of the 40. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Again, it's Barkley. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game.
Detroit!
Now Saquon Barkley. And not much running room. Down to the 32. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. A handoff, Barkley running left. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. And before they can run this 3rd down play, we're going to get a timeout as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. The Giants on 3rd down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This is 3rd and 7. Looking to throw. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off at the 24. And they will take over at the 26-yard line.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
Great 15.
Wentz to throw. He sets to fire deep. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And they do finally get him at the 12. Wentz able to hook up with Aguilar for a big gain. 62 yards.
Hang in there now. Hang in there now. Great.
Wentz now on 1st down. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Back to the air on 2nd down. Wentz. This is taken in by Jeffrey. He's got it. Touchdown, Eagles. Alshon Jeffrey with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the forced turnover on defense leads to 6 points. Elliott now to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Here's the Giant offense now making their way back out onto the field. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach... And